This is going to be Eden Zero, chapter 110. A robot in love. All right. So we got really cute cover spread for this one. So it's Pino and Happy. Looks like they're kind of supposed to be holding hands, but their hands are short. But they're leaning their head against each other and looking all cute and lovey-dovey. A robot in love. All right. So it's quite suiting of the chapter indeed. All right. So on with the chapter. So we get a shot of the crew. Which sure is taking their time? What could be a plan? Hey, yes. Oh yeah. So which was they went to Blue Garden to recruit Laguna. So everyone else is just waiting around, I guess. What's this clue to Mother that's supposed to be at the end of the cave? Is it like a map or something? That is something you must discover for yourself. Such an annoying answer. She's not gonna reveal exactly what it is. But I want to know. Come on, tell us. It's a secret. I'm an old model after all. So the robot's outside. Looks like they were lying there a long time ago. What happened here? All right. So it looks like we might get some backstory of what the residents, what happened to those robots outside anyway. There's a certain treasure guarded by this land and worshipped since ancient times. In the past, we saw countless travelers. Many travelers visit the temple, hoping for a glimpse of our treasure, because hidden within the treasure was a beacon that could guide them to Mother. That sounds a bit too convenient to find Mother anyway, but that is a very good lead indeed. Uh, but where is the treasure? Someone stole it from us 200 years ago. So if it's 200 years ago, that could have been Ziggy who stole it. So that's maybe how he found Mother in the first place. I think he did find Mother. The ether radiating from the treasure is what powered the androids who live here. When it was lost, because the androids relied on its energy, they began to shut down. But it doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect Nadia because she's plugged in. Of course, I shut down as well. But Andrew was determined to repair me. He eventually succeeded, although I can no longer operate without the cable. So Andrew, that's a name drop there. Could be that skeleton dude we saw. Andrew, a human engineer. He used to live here and conduct maintenance on the androids. He was very kind, friendly young man, a little mischievous, and she's blushing as well. So that kind of says something about how she could have had a romantic relationship with him. And the pieces kind of seem to be falling along in place anyway. Did you love him? Please don't make me say it. I'm an old model, a human and a robot in love. Ooh, that is interesting, interspecies kind of thing. I see nothing wrong with it. Okay. Okay. Fine. I'm from 50 years ago. I don't get you young people these days. She's older than you. Ooh. These few panels, could be quite reflective of our society in terms of interracial relationships. If you just replace the whole android with another race, and you know how the older people don't get it, blah blah blah. I can see some what do you call it, comparisons with our society. Nadia, love of my life. So it looks like Rebecca's she's kind of piecing the puzzle in her head. She's kind of understanding uh, what the situation is anyway. So what happened to Andrew? So yeah, that's quite a direct question. He said he would retrieve the treasure, and he left our world. Okay, so obviously the treasure is going to be hard to see, and that was 200 years ago. So that even makes it even more plausible because humans don't actually live 200 years anyway. But I will wait as long as it takes. I will be there when Andrew returns. Oh my goodness, does she not realize that humans don't live that long? Actually, I don't know how long humans live in this universe, but you know, usually they don't live 200 years. Yeah, as Shiki would say. So everyone's quite what do you call it? Everyone's a really fan of this little romance story. But Shiki almost spilled the beans. But 200 years is longer than any human can. You really believe in him, don't you? Yes, he made me a promise. He promised he would come back to me, and I believe in him. So I think everyone's under the impression that he's not coming back, but they don't want to. They don't want to, what do you call it, crush her spirit or break her reality. They just let her believe in her own delusion, I guess. But that's good for her, Sometimes ignorance is bliss. So the treasure has been lost, but the beacon to Mother has remained and will remain indefinitely. So you may rest easy on that count. And that's how Ziggy got it. He's not the only one. Many adventurers have obtained the beacon. What does that mean? Doesn't it run out? I wonder what sort of beacon it could be. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Okay, so interesting uh, camera angle chosen anyway. Why is she looks wet? Okay, so she's wearing a bathing suit. Okay, dun dun dun. All right, so Laguna's here as well, and he's got this surfer suit on. I'll call it anyway. So yeah, okay, Laguna. I promised prolonged negotiations, so I asked Lady Clean to help, but he's agreed to aid us with surprisingly little resistance on one condition. Don't forget about it. Oh, okay, who's that guy? I believe he was with Cleany, one of the Draken's minions. We're not minions, or even if we were, he needed us. I didn't know he was so freakishly old, but ever since he was, he needed ether masters of each element to help him retain the balance of his ether. That would be the element four, correct? Okay. Oh wow! So Draken Joe actually, there was some conditions for him to stay like that, and one of them was to have the elements. Oh, interesting. So he was actually useful and not just a minion. Kind of what do you call it? Gives us a bit more information on their relationship with Drac and Joe anyway. You cut him off from the elements and you destroyed his life support device. That's how you beat him. The boss Draken wasn't at full strength, and don't you forget it. Ooh, okay, so it still seems like he's on Draken's side the way he explained that anyway, like, yeah, and Draken could have beaten you at full strength kind of thing. Who the blazes does this guy think he is? Stop it, Wise. He won't give us any trouble. You're the trick Draken was trying to find. In the world where they beat us in the world 29, Laguna was the one person who was decent to me. I don't think he's a bad guy deep down. Oh, so you jumped through time. No wonder we lost. Anyway, I'm here to help. I have a contract with your sorceress friend. Are you sure about this witch? Yes, I do not doubt him. I can't believe a kid like you beat Draken. Hey, you want to be my friend? I think I'll pass. He's kind of been cold. I didn't expect Laguna to be this kind of like cold to everyone. I thought it'd be a bit more friendly to everyone. But yeah, this is surprising anyway. And I think it was on purpose that we don't really find out what the condition is, but the condition does seem to be quite important to him anyway. I mean, the promise only only Witch knows, so we'll find out anyway. Was there anyone with Lord Ziggy when he came here 15 years ago? He was alone. He didn't bring the four standings. He didn't bring the shining stars. Okay. Cave full of fire, huh? Wait, hold on. Where are the others? I asked him to wait in the temple. We only need our powers and yours, Lord Shiki, to traverse the cave. Okay. So only three of them are going in. And in this panel, we can see that Witch's bathing suit almost gets burnt. Witch, your swimsuit, not to worry. If you have no concerns, I am unconcerned with being nude. I am concerned about your way of thinking. That is kind of funny. Um, for a sorceress such as myself, exposure of the face is a great source of shame than general exposure of skin. But you're not in the mask you always wear. That's funny, and yeah, she's really shy. That was a bit self-aware anyway. That's kind of cute. So what do we do? You will use your power, Lord Laguna. Oh, Lord. Okay, interesting. Lord Laguna to transform Shiki into water. My ether will give him a coating to maintain his shape. Then, oh, actually, what is Witch's ether powers anyway? I don't really know. And then Lord Shiki will use his gravity powers to proceed through the cave. He's gonna die. Surrounded by this much fire, and any water will evaporate. That's it. That's what my ether coating is for, anyway. Uh, don't don't say I didn't warn you. First, we need to make him cry. Okay, yeah. Lord Shiki, there's a bug on your shoulders. Okay, yes. So Shiki's irrational fear of bugs. That was easy. Begin the coating process. I'm Waterman. Okay, complete process. You should be able to use your ether gear. All right. So this is quite a nice little combination going on anyway. This time I'm gonna make it. But yeah, Laguna is right because he's only this small body of water in this massive volume of flame. Like surely he would evaporate before he could get anywhere anyway. So we see Shiki do an attempt. Can't he just use his gravity to push the flames down? It appears the ether of this place prevents him from doing that. Okay, so Shiki, what do you call it? Laguna answers some questions that maybe some of the fans maybe have thought of, and it kind of shuts down the idea of that anyway. So that's quite nice to see. And whoa, he did it. I knew he could do it. At the end of the cave, there's a clue to finding Mother. Okay, so Shiki seems to have made it past all the flames. Is this ether? Whoa. Okay, so what is this? There was once there was once a part of me in this chamber. Whoa, who's there? Oh, I thought okay, so someone is talking to Shiki, but we don't know who it is. And all this I think this place is overflowing with ether as it's visible. All the lines kind of indicate that anyway. It's been lost, but my ether still remains. So all this ether came from the stolen treasure. Follow this ether and it will show you the path to find me. Me. I am the matriarch of the cosmos. I am mother. Whoa. Oh damn. She kind of she kind of takes over the whole panel in this little instance. Okay. I think that's the end of the chapter, but yeah, that's a nice little plot twist. Oh wait, my thing is frozen. Okay, I can confirm that is the final page of the chapter. I gotta say, this chapter it felt pretty lengthy for what it was, and it was very enjoyable. We get to see uh, a return of a frenemy. We'll call him a frenemy. It used to be an enemy, now it's an ally, so frenemy it is. And it was quite interesting to see his interaction with his crew. And I would have thought he would, I don't know, switch sides on Draken, but he still seems kind of loyal to Draken, especially his comments towards him not being at full strength. And this little, the ending part was really interesting to me anyway, for what it was. Mm, it looks like a little essence of Mother is the beacon, and the it's kind of what do you call it? A small essence, a small fragment of Mother's ether is kind of like what do you call it? A tracking device onto the original body, and seems to have some sentience as well. Because this little set of fragment can talk, and that's how the fragment is talking to Shiki, and I guess this will be the beacon to guide him towards Mother. But this is the first step towards the ultimate goal, which is to find Mother. So I'm glad they're actually making some progress in that department, and I'm really looking forward to what conversations are going to be had with Shiki and this little fragment of the Mother anyway. So I'm quite interested in that, and we also find out more about Nadia, the temple people. I mean, what do you call it? The robot residents. How they need the power, and also Andrew, the mechanic who Nadia fell in love with and seems to be dead. But she doesn't know that, and yeah, it's kind of tragic in a way. And she still believes that he'll come back after 200 years, even though he's. I don't know if that's him, but it's assumed that he's dead. Like, and we see his remains. But yeah, this was a good chapter indeed. Definitely enjoying the progress of the story, and I'm looking forward to what's next. I'll see you guys then.